right, welcome. We're here with our athletes of the month for December, Hilary and Jeff Anderson. And they were one of the couples that recently competed in our Better Half Battle, which we did in the early part of December. It's one of the reasons why we chose them as our athlete of the month. And many more reasons, which we'll delve into right now. So when did you guys start at CrossFit Palm Beach?
We started March last year. And we actually started in the Bootcamp class.
Bootcamp class, awesome. And we're bringing back a Bootcamp style program, the Beach Fit program. And what was that experience like? What made you guys decide to do that versus doing CrossFit at the time?
I think it was more of a comfort zone, a safety thing. It seemed like a safer step from just basically sitting on the couch to going in and getting some type of exercise. We both knew we wanted something that was a intense guided type of workout, not just a bunch of weights and, here, this is what you need to go do. So we thought boot camp was probably safe and just getting, back into it. One of the big draws also too was the daycare and how easy that was and what a non-issue it was to bring the children. That meant a lot, especially not having any family close by to watch the kids.
Definitely. Whose idea was it?
It was mine. I talked about it for a couple months, and I think I was hesitant because I didn't want to do it on my own, but he finally one day said, "I'll do it with you." And I said, "What? Okay, perfect." So
we came here the next day.
I got online. I think I submitted something online, and then I also called and left a message. And it was a few days before you got back to me because the phones were down. But I thought, you know what? I was surprisingly persistent about it because normally I would have just discounted it. But the location and the daycare, I think, based on what the other boot camp competitors were, I think this made us feel more at home, more comfortable, more relaxed environment, not intimidating.
Awesome. What was the first week like for you? Was it tough?
I think I was told a lot to breathe.
It was really, really hard because at the time I was still smoking cigarettes. And that was a huge obstacle to get over.
Yeah.
Because I could barely run the 200s. felt like I was going to just fall over. So the first probably 2 or 3 weeks were really, really difficult, but then it just became kind of addictive after that, and ditched the smoking and a lot of other bad habits. And
how long did it take you to ditch the smoking?
I did the patch routine, and it took me 3 weeks.
Wow.
But from when I started, I stopped. I didn't smoke at all. So the day that I decided it was over, and I haven't touched one since then.
That's awesome.
It's almost a year. Hey,
that's awesome.
Almost a year. It's
huge milestone.
Right.
That's cool. So what other positive changes have you guys noticed since starting the boot camp? And you've also made the transition to CrossFit, which we haven't talked about yet. But what changes have you noticed since that time?
Well, it's really been a complete lifestyle change because I also did the Superhuman Challenge I guess it was early summer, and I don't really perceive it as a diet. I look at it totally as a lifestyle change, and I thought, well, I'm just going to go in for it, what it works for me. So I think the combination of the exercise and then pulling the diet into it, that's when it all just started to fall together for me. And Jeff adopted some of the habits too. I didn't force it on the whole family. I just kind of took it on as my own thing, and I've stuck with it. I mean, I still have, Sundays or football, but I still have my moments. But for the most part, no, that was a big factor for us, was the eating too. Yeah.
And is there specific things you can point to in terms of like weight loss or accomplishments in the gym that have been like milestones for you guys?
Well, aside from losing nearly 20 pounds in several dress sizes and inches, I mean, that was huge for me. I always wanted to lose 15, 20 pounds, and I knew I could do it. I just wasn't sure how to achieve it. So once that started, I was like, there's no way I can regress and go back to the way I used to be. So I just continue to press forward and keep seeing achievements and keep surprising myself. So it's an addiction. Like you said, we took our bad habits and replaced them with good habits.
That's awesome. What about you, Jeff? Is there any, what are some of the big accomplishments you've had? Smoking's a huge one.
That was a real big one right off the bat. But just the physical transformation has been huge. I mean, I haven't dropped any dress sizes, but Just the way I feel, just the way I feel all day, every day. So I'm in construction. I work hard. I do a lot of physical work, and I always thought that was enough to, but it just wasn't. I come here and I figured out how strong I wasn't. And just different. Every day I feel stronger.
It's awesome. You can see it every day. You guys are getting stronger.
Absolutely.
So when did we make the transition to CrossFit, and how has that been since you guys have made that transition?
It went great. I was nervous, apprehensive in the beginning. Didn't really know what to expect, I guess, but the fundamentals transition we did, gave us a level of comfort. And I think within a couple weeks, there was no hesitation that we made the right decision. So we've enjoyed it, enjoy the challenge, enjoy the people at the different levels of, their athleticism. It's great.
Awesome. And you guys did the competition, the Better Half Battle. What made you want to do that competition? It's not an easy thing to want to do.
We kind of talked about it, hemmed and hawed about it, and then she just kind of signed us up for it. And then after that, we were all in.
Happy wife, happy life. Right?
Well, I thought, how bad can it be? It's just surrounded with the people that we already surround ourselves with, and so that was kind of like a little comfort step, The deadly duo, though, is a different story. I don't know if I'm ready to do that quite yet. But we just figured it was a safe step. Then we could do it together, and we could see, where we were at performance-wise compared to, other people that we've been working around. So
awesome. What was that experience like?
Intense.
Yeah.
Intense. That was physically really, really hard. It took a lot out of us. I was sore for a few days afterwards, So we were athletic in school, but I'd never experienced something that intense, and that hurt. It was fun. I mean, it was fun to see being around everybody and the encouragement and seeing how everybody was having fun doing it. But physically, that was hard. That was really hard.
Have you guys do you guys have an athletic background? Have you played sports, or we didn't really talk about what you were doing right before CrossFit. I mean, what's kind of like your history with sports and working out and stuff like that?
Really, my only history is middle school years I did, basketball or volleyball, some gymnastics, but mostly in high school I ran track is what I did. And then after that was basically it. It was just life. I always say life just happened, and we got married, had kids, and
a lot of people.
Life happened, so.
Yeah. What about you, Jeff? Did you play any sports?
Played some football in high school, track. Not a lot. I mean, a lot of yard, mess around in the neighborhood, kids playing football, baseball, stuff like that. But never really team-oriented stuff like that. But
cool. All right. What's your favorite CrossFit exercise? Doesn't have to be the same for both of you.
Well, I think I like the rope climbs. I thought that would be the hardest. I thought actually I'd like the snatches the most, but that's not the case. But the rope climbs, I like that. I don't think I was ever able to do that in middle school or high school. So to handle it now really without much strain is nice.
What about you, Jeff?
I kind of like the rope climbs too. That and the pull-ups. Pull-ups seem like a pretty simple thing to do. You think, I could do 10, 15 of those, no problem. Until you try it, and just trying to work on it, see how many you can do every time and be consistent. I like that part of it. You can, do 10, 12, 15, whatever it is, and do some other movements to get back and do another 10, 12, 15. It's the same, that's fun for me,
Definitely. What's your least favorite CrossFit exercise?
Mine is either the snatch or the overhead squats.
Sometimes they're together in one.
Right, yeah. So, I don't know, I think it's just the overhead weight and the squatting back, and so it's just the whole combination of the thing, but I think just with more practice, a greater comfort level will come with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like thrusters. Thrusters are no fun. Those ones hurt. The overhead squats are getting better. I had a mobility issue that we worked on, and they got a lot better, but definitely the thrusters.
Cool. So what's your favorite cheat meal?
I love Mexican food, which I guess here in Florida they don't know what Mexican food is to what I like. So we're kind of in a safe zone there because I can't do a whole lot of damage. But Mexican food for sure, me queso.
Yeah. So if you're from Denver, do they have good Mexican food in Denver?
Oh yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jeff, same or different?
I don't really have a cheat food. I like beer. So I save all my calories from my beer drinking during
your favorite
Bronco games. I like the dark beers. I am leaning towards Yingling lately, you know.
Yeah.
But I do like nice Guinness and stuff from time to time.
Nice. Do you guys have any favorite quotes or mottos, maybe that you share?
Just some funny ones, but nothing that's motivational
That's what
or yeah.
I say like winners never quit and quitters never win.
I like that. That's a good one. Have you guys had any setbacks since starting, or has it been smooth sailing for the last year?
No, I had a lower injury to my lower back when I was 19 years old, and tweaked it a little bit with kettlebell swing around May last year. So that I ended up going to see Dr. Z over that and doing some physical therapy and rehab. And it's definitely something that I always have to be aware of and work. But with my time, I've gotten much stronger, and it's not a consistent issue.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had any injuries, knock on wood. The closest thing was those overhead squats at first. The mobility problems. I had a problem with my feeling in my fingers and stuff when I do too much of it. But through the work, that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, nice. What goals do you guys have for the future?
I would say one of mine is that Murph. Murph.
To finish
Murph.
Murph.
I would like to do a full Murph. I don't know if we're going to do the full one this year, but
weight vest or no weight vest?
I might have to leave the weight vest at home that day. But the Murph was a really big challenge for us last year, and I'd like to do better on that. I think last year we left too much on the table. We didn't give it enough. We could have did more.
Yeah, you guys are still pretty new at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about you, Hilary?
I don't know. I guess the Murph. I don't know. I'd like to work towards competing maybe in some more competitions. Maybe once
you got the bug.
I do. I am competitive, especially with my siblings. So yeah, somebody once said something to me in the workout. I'm like, "How much longer we got?" "Oh, you can quit anytime." No, there's no quitting. I don't use that word in here. So.
What do you love most about CrossFit Palm Beach?
I say we love the most about it is just. When you come in here, it has a different feel than most places. I mean, you come in here, you feel welcomed. The coaching staff is just excellent. They don't make you feel like they're instructing you. It's more like they're helping you and encouraging you to do things the right way. And they won't hesitate if you're doing something the wrong way to come and tell you. Just the whole atmosphere, you just feel like part of the team or part of the family when you come in here, and our kids feel comfortable here. They know all the coaches. They're just as comfortable here too. Like most parents, if your kids are comfortable, it's going to be okay for you too.
Awesome. And what advice do you have for someone who's just starting or is interested in starting CrossFit?
I'd say if you're just starting, hit up the Beach Fit program that's coming up. If you're nervous and you're not ready to, do a lot of the barbell work, and I look forward to maybe taking some time on Saturdays to do that. But go for it, man. We won't regret it. We definitely don't regret it. We look forward to it. And in fact, the nights that we can't come and we had planned on, it's a little, disappointment in the evening. Yeah, we need that tension breaker in the evenings. So
I say if it's somebody that's thinking about doing it, stop thinking about it. Just come in and do it. It'll change your life. Sitting about on the couch watching all them shows about thinking about what you're going to do isn't going to give you results. Just coming in and just doing it.
We need to trade the DVR in, man. We don't even, I'm like, why would we even pay for that? We don't even watch it anymore. We're too tired when we get home.
It's a good tired.
Yeah, it's a good tired.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, congrats.
Thank you.
We love having you guys.
Thank you.
And congrats on Athlete of the Month.
Thanks.
Thanks.